We had talked briefly a little bit about like our favorite stuff in terms of like
Sure.
the 70s and those types of gritty films.
Yeah.
Um, right now, we've got the whole industry is sort of locked down. We've got the writer's strike, we've got
Strikes.
the SAG strike, like the whole
Yeah.
deal. I wanted to get your take on what do you think, what's the best use of our time right now? Um, what do you see as what's going to come out of this?
Wow. That's a good question. I think as a cinematographer, um, if you have a film camera or a still camera or digital camera, just going out and just keep training your eye,
Hmm.
training your brain. If you're young, older, whatever. I don't want to speak for the more experienced guys. They'll figure out what to do.
Hmm.
They're they're they know what to do, right? But if you're coming up and you're trying to get into it, I think I always constantly just don't be depressed. Just go out and shoot.
Hmm.
You know, go out on the street and do some live, street photography, or try to do a little short with your friends, because your friends. You don't need SAG. You don't need the WGA. Just do it yourself. Nobody's going to come and say, "Oh, you can't do this." No, you do it.
Right.
Because I think it's out of those experiences. These guys are the future. These are the guys that we're looking forward to. Even the guys our age. I mean,
Hmm.
now we need to keep pushing ourselves and to just do this without a studio's help.
Hmm.
Because, like I was saying, and watching movies, always watching movies. But what I was saying to you earlier about we're standing on this, we're standing on this cliff of where Hollywood was at the end of the 60s and the beginning of the 70s. You had these young, hungry group of filmmakers: Coppola, Scorsese, De Palma,
Hmm.
Spielberg, you know, it was this Billy Friedkin.
Hmm.
All these guys that were just, screw the studio system, we're going to do it ourselves.
Hmm.
We're there right now. And now those guys have become the studio machine. And who's going to replace those guys?
Hmm.
Um, and I'm not saying they have to be of that stature. I'm just saying we need a shakeup,
Hmm.
because movies become too formulaic. They become too like, move it on. It just, oh, we got to worry about the box office. What movie stars are in it? Who funds it? All this stuff. All that shit should be out of there. And it's almost like what you were saying about Coppola. It's like, get your friends, go out and do it. Don't worry about all that. I know it's hard to get money to raise a movie, to raise funds to make a movie. It is. It's hard. But if you got a team of people that love what you're doing, it'll show up on screen. It will. Um, I- and out of this strike, I mean, look, we're at a really weird checkmate. We're at a standstill. I mean, it's standstill. It's just weird. Studios have put the wall down and they don't want to budge. And I think, just this is just my opinion, I think SAG's going to come up with agreement soon. I think the WGA is going to they're in for a long, long, hard road,
Hmm.
because I just don't think that they want to. I don't think the studios want to budge on a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know who makes the decision to say, guys, we got to stop this. We got to move on, because yes, the actors need help. Yes, and the writers need help. But what about the below the line guys?
Hmm.
What about the cinematographers, costume designers, with PAs, craft service,
Hmm.
the drivers, set medics, hair, makeup, grip and electrics? What about those guys?
Hmm.
And they got to pay their rent too. And
Absolutely.
everybody's forgetting about them. And so next year, we're up for our renegotiation.
Hmm.
And what are we going to ask for? Is IATSE going to go, oh yeah, we made a deal? No, it's, we were 95% solidarity, and then somebody made a deal with some studios, and that was over.
Hmm.
So I think just staying busy, if you're a cinematographer, like I said, photography, watch movies, stay in constant contact with your group of people, and just try to, help each other through it, because psychologically it'll screw with you. You're gonna have to worry about work and all of that stuff. And I've had more people reach out to me, whether it be here, East Coast. Hey, Brandon, are you working? Hey, do you have anything? And it's just been, it hurts me to say no, I don't. It hurts, because I know those guys. I know why they're calling.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I hate seeing that. So I hope My hope is that they hurry up and finish this fucking thing soon, because it's going to start to weigh on people, and they're going to, this whole thing about, hey, we're bonding together in solidarity, it's going to get ugly really quickly,
Yeah,
because people need to work.
people got to work. People got to eat.
Mm-hmm. They do. And so yeah, it's hard. I didn't mean to get dark with
Not at
that,
all.
but you
No,
know what I
that's what
mean. I
needs.
mean,
We
that's
need
the
to have.
harsh
We need to have those
reality.
conversations.
Yeah, we do.
We need to have real conversations about
And
this.
they're not having
No.
conversations. They're just, I mean, AMPTP, whatever the name of that stupid association is. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want to talk. The studios don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure SAG's trying to talk, and WGA. I mean, they're a little stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's this thing. It's like all or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not negotiating,
Right.
right?
Right.
I mean, it's just not.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope they get some fair share of what they're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And if WGA is acting like, whoa, we want everything, that's impossible, man. You're not going to get everything.
Right.
Just get a good deal,
Mm-hmm.
and let's move on so people can get back to work. And
Mm-hmm.
I want them to, and I want the same thing with SAG. I want them to get a good deal.
Right.
Just don't forget us next year. You better
Right.
be behind us, because we're behind you now. So that's
Right.
what I hope. Sorry. So anyway, there's
No,
that.
that's like the most important thing to get out, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Like this is the time sensitive stuff that's really important. We need to address it.